Everybody, hope you guys are having a wonderful day. It is a beautiful day here, and welcome to the video. As you can see from the title, it says Round and Round, Episode 1, Numero Uno, July 28, 1987. But I am getting ahead of myself. So what is this video, Ranasha, that you are posting? Well, this is what this video is. It's what we're gonna be doing is we're gonna be reading from my mom's journal from when I was born. Now I understand what it sounds like as I was taking and doing as now I know what it might sound like. Like, wow, Ranasha, that is a very big invasion of privacy. You shouldn't post things like that on the internet. Yeah, you're kind of right. That was the biggest concern that Ola had. He's like, should you be sharing your mom's journal? And I was like, man, yeah, should I be sharing that? There's some stuffs in there that I don't think she even meant for my grandma or my dad to hear. So, yeah, it's terrifying to do to post on the internet. But I really think it would be an injustice to the memory of my mom not to, I guess. And I think that's maybe just a little bit more selfish. It's for my purpose, not for anybody's purpose. And but like it's awesome to kind of read and to see my mom's handwriting. Some of these pictures are older than myself. They're definitely older than my cousin. They're definitely older than my sister. And I think it's so cool to see myself, and why not share it. So I do hope you guys enjoy this. You guys can comment anytime and be like, hey, yeah, shouldn't have done that. But I really think my mom would be pretty cool about me sharing this, because really the journals are mainly about me. So yeah, I mean, if anybody's gonna get embarrassed, it's definitely gonna be me. So I do hope. So yeah, that's what that is. That's what this whole video is. But to kind of maybe tip the scales, I guess, as you will. I don't know. At the ending of my mom's journal reading, then I'll go through whatever pictures I have since I last posted this video, and then I can kind of give like my own virtual journal as well, because if anything happens or whatever, who knows, right? We don't know what the future holds. Getting a little bit deep here, guys. It's kind of like it's so. I'm very thankful that my mom made this journal so that I could read, and then eventually read to you guys. So, but just so that I can envision what she was going through, and then maybe kind of see what kind of person she was. So yeah, that's what the ending part is that in my untimely demise, maybe Ola or little baby Ola will get to see this and see how weird and dorky he or she's mom is. So yeah, there you go. So yeah, there's a few things that we need to address first. So this microphone, pay no attention to this. This is my cat's toy, and I understand it looks like crap, but this is helpful for mic quality, and I'm not going to change it, nor am I going to buy a new one, because he's going to just do it again, right? This setup that we got, and I'm going to go ahead and close this. There we go. Boom. Whoa. Yay, I turned tiny. This would be kind of the main screen that we got. I got me over here, and then down there we go, down there, not very good with direction, down there is where I'll have the pictures of whatever I gotta show for visual aid, as you will. But yeah, there we go. And I cannot do this really without any type of music. And I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna go into it, and I am going to sing an intro song. This will be the very first intro song of this series, Round and Round. So join me on this adventure of reading my mom's journal. It's got laughs, it's got cries, and some few in between surprise. I know it might seem unethical, and maybe that's a little true. But if you know my mom and you know her good, she's smiling back at you. So round and round with Ranasha and her ramblings. Yeah. Oh yeah, guys. I did it. Okay, guys, we're gonna rip off the band-aid and rip it off good. July 28, 1987. Hi, my name is Randi-Ranasha Kiapo Kaulani Ortiz. I was born on July 28, 1987. It was a Tuesday, weighing in at exactly 5 pounds, 19 inches long, on 10:45 p.m. My parents are Stella and Randy Ortiz. I feel really good. It's the very first page. Off to a good start. So, if you guys take a look down there, right down there, that is my mom and my dad. And I'm going to have a bigger picture coming up right here. But you guys got to see, okay? That's my mom and my dad, right? So, obviously you can see which one's which. But if you look, my dad and Kelsey looks so much alike. No joke. This is Kelsey, okay? That's Kelsey. That's my dad, okay? Kelsey, dad. And everybody says I also look like my mom. So we also have this picture. Look at that. Look at that picture. Look at it. It's my mom and my dad. Huh? Look at it. Look at that picture. It's crazy. Look at it. Both smiling and stuff. So it's very interesting that Kelsey looks like my dad. And yeah, and she also small kind acts like my dad too. So there you go. That's the picture of me and Kelsey. Okay, so on to the next page. This one was the one. This is the one that did me in, that made me take like 40 minutes to do. Okay guys, it's still Tuesday, July 28, 1987. At the very end of this video, you're gonna know that on July 28, 1987, it was a Tuesday, and that was when I was born. Okay, you're gonna know my birthday better than myself. And if you're reading ahead and you can kind of see, so a couple things to take notice is that my mom had wonderful handwriting. Wonderful. I don't know if she can write like this, like super quickly, or it took like 8 years to write this whole paragraph, but she had probably one of the nicest handwritings I've ever had. I unfortunately did not inherit that. As you can see too in the beginning, in the very first sentence, you see that at 1 in the morning, my mommy, parentheses Stella, had her contractions coming in 5 to 7 minutes apart. So she's a weirdo. First of all, you don't write journals like that, not that I've seen. It should have been at 1 in the morning, I had my contractions coming in 5 to 7 minutes apart. So like I was mentioning before, it's kind of eerie to read it like that, because it's kind of like, are you, do you know something? Are you a time traveler? Are you the doctor? So yeah. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to read it in her perspective. I think it will make it less creepy, and a little bit easier for me to read in the long run. So there we go. I'm going to start. At 1 in the morning. See? Nope. I got confused. At 1 in the morning, I had my contractions coming in 5 to 7 minutes apart. I waited until 5 a.m., then called my mom, Grandma Ko'ohi, if you guys don't know, to ask how many minutes the contraction should be before going to the hospital, instead of having to go on false alarm. Randy and I arrived at around 6 a.m., and they wheeled myself into the labor room. Dr. Rosenbaum was on duty and was kind of upset that I waited till about 6 a.m. to come to the hospital. She said that the baby's around 4 to 5 weeks too early and premature. And she doesn't want the baby to be born, so she put me on some medication, and hooked me up to prevent the contractions and to prevent the baby from coming. For about 11 hours, we were on the medication. The medication made the baby's heartbeat go about 180 to 182. Normal is 140, and mine was 140. Normal was about 78. So the doctor who was Dr. Burnett at the time, lessened the dosage, and still the contractions was coming 7 minutes apart. So that didn't work. Also, side note, I found out years later, after my mom passed away, that she did have issues, getting pregnant too as well. So this must have been pretty terrifying, because, it must have been terrifying and awesome at the same time. So let's just go back to that, back to what I was doing. So Dr. Burnett told me that we have to go through with the delivery. Have to now. Because after they took the medication off at 5:15, the contractions kept on coming, and I dilated 6+ centimeters. So also, as you can tell, I'm reading it as if I have no clue what all of the medical jargon is, because me and Ola, we don't have kids, so I'm just kind of reading it and trying to like process, 6 centimeters. So if I don't seem not emotional, or emotionally invested, it's because it's a foreign thing to me, right? Like if I tell you guys about how anime is amazing, and that, like, Naruto was on top of this toad or whatever, like you're gonna be like, oh, okay, yeah, that sounds cool. You know, you have to know to kind of be like stoked about it. So just reading, again, if I upset anybody because I don't look like I'm emotionally invested with this part, it's because I've never been through it, so I can't be like, that sucks, So yes, bear with me. At about 10:30, the contractions came 2 minutes apart, and I was at 9 centimeters. Dr. Burnett gave me a pelvic check, and then busted the bag of water. I know what a water bag is, so there's that, and said the contractions will be stronger. So in my previous tidbit on myself, I cannot imagine. I'm telling you, it was the most terrible thing I've ever experienced, like in my 33 years of life. Like having my face busted open could not even compare to how sore that biopsy was. And I cannot imagine all of this stronger contractions and stuff like that. So then I felt, and that I will feel like pushing. So they wheeled me into the delivery room, and I gave 2 big pushes, and at 10:45, Randi-Ranasha Keapo Kaulani Ortiz was born, weighing in at exactly 5 pounds, 19 inches long, head 12.5 inches, chest 11.5 inches. So after I showed the video to my family, I asked a few of them what that meant, and thank you, Trilene, for telling me what it means, because I didn't know. I told her my head can't be that long, but it's technically like that. So thank you very much for telling me what it is. After Randy was born, they cleaned her up, brought her to the incubator, because she was premature, and that they'll be monitoring her respiratory system because her heart, and it kind of sucks a little bit that the book was deteriorating because there's a few pages that were kind of ripped out, but you can kind of get the gist. So the gist is that the mouse can't work right now. There we go. Mouse can't work. It's going to work now. That her heart is still racing from the medication. I didn't see or carry her till the next day, which was Wednesday morning. We were allowed to carry her for about 15 minutes because she was so small. She had to be fed in the nursery until Thursday morning. Randy would only eat about a half an ounce to 1 ounce every 3 hours. Big Daddy Randy stayed with me until Thursday afternoon and then came back Friday morning, which we were hoping that all of us would go home one time, but Baby Randy had to stay home one extra day because of her jaundice. And I think most little kids or babies have jaundice, but mine was kind of high. So on top of not being able to go home, there's I got that. So, and being premature, there's that. So interesting tidbit. So Friday evening we came back to feed her at about 7 p.m. It was the longest day I've ever experienced and cried because I wanted to take my baby home. Saturday I called to see if she could come home, but the results didn't come in. So Dr. Holt, which is the pediatrician, called to say that she can come home. Oh, well, I can come home. So we got dressed, headed to the hospital to pick up Randy. Her doctor's appointment was Monday, August 3rd, 1987 at 1:45 Monday. So she weighed 4 pounds, 13 ounces, and jaundice looks good. So her appetite increased 1 to 1.5 ounces every 3 hours. So that's my first week of life, guys. And I had to be honest with you, it sounded like a train wreck. So hopefully the second week will be better. So second week of life. Second week. Gotta be better than the first, right? You can only go up from here. Her eating habits increased to 2 ounces, and her other appointment was on Monday, August 10th, 1987, to check her weight, which was 5 pounds, 5 ounces. Randy's beginning to have control of her head, and she seems to move it left and then right, and she also can grip. It says grib, but I know it's grip, with her hands. She also knows her name and also voice differences. I was very smart from a very young age. That's awesome. I don't know. On August 10th, we went to the doctors, and August 11th, 1987, the baby's pictures came in. That evening, Randy still didn't move her bowels. So if you don't know what bowels is, I didn't poop. So unfortunately, I didn't even poop yet. So Grandma Ortiz and me went to the store and bought Fleet's enema for I think it's missing, but I'm pretty sure the enema was for my dad, not for me. Okay? Let's just get that out of the way. Came home and did one on her. She meant to say him. If you guys didn't know, the enema was for me. She's alright. She did move her bowels, and plenty of them. So I pooped, and pooped good, guys. I pooped. So my first poop took a while. It was shy, but when I did, I pooped a lot. I guess the formula with iron is slightly too strong and made her doo-doo. Made her doo-doo hard, and her okole raw. So that's why she was holding it inside. I was very very I was very perceptive. See, that's why I didn't want to say it, because I sound like a dummy. I was very perceptive. Butt hurts, thing coming out of the butt ain't gonna come out anymore. So if she doesn't move her bowels, I'm going to give her another tonight. No butt stuffs. None. So again, so that was my second week of life. So definitely better than the first, except for the enema. And yeah, there you go. Second week of life. So this next section, if you guys see over here, my mom had a weird thing that she would like write lists of things that we got, whether if it was like my birthday, but she would write down who gave it and then what it was, and then same thing with like if we got money and then how much money it was. So she would write that down. So we're gonna go through this really quick here. We're gonna try to go through really quick. So these gifts came in after, in fact, Ranasha was born. Because her surprise baby shower was the day before. I messed that up terribly. Okay, Ranasha, stick to the script. These gifts came after, in fact, Ranasha was born a day before her birthday. Her baby shower was for me and Karen. Baby gifts. Auntie Feline, dress outfit, green dress, blue, and a bib. Nico, Penny, Auntie Janet, and family, Wilcox baby shirt. Other interesting tidbit is that Brandy, Kahalikomo, me and her were born on the same day. She was born before me, so that's why Wilcox baby t-shirt. Bob and Sue, one piece. I've recorded this so many times, and I still don't know what that word is. So if you guys know what that word is, please share it to the rest of the class. And I'm gonna try not to have my phone on. There we go. Wait, hold on. There we go. So again, if you guys know what that word is, and I'm gonna mouse over it, this word right here. If you guys know what that word is, please share it to the rest of the class. Okay, thank you. Auntie B, $10. $10. The Kimuras, $10 plus the card. Carol, stroller and flowers. Elaine, $10 check. Checks was still a thing. Wow, checks. Apple Pay it. Or Venmo me, guys. Auntie Rose, $10 and a card. Lena, $10. Alma and Carol Kimura, stroller. My mom had a lot of strollers. I don't know how much baby she was thinking she was gonna get. Lori, pacifier and play suit. Winona and Verna, Huggies, diapers. Connie, pants, shirt, and a crochet ball. Evelyn, rattle, gown. That word too, guys. This one. No. Cut that. I don't know what that is. Okay? If you guys know what that is, thank you. Patricia and Helen loves Pampers and blanket. Sorry, can't forget the blanket. Unknown. So I had a secret admirer that gave me blankets, a bear, an outfit, and a pink color for both. So I had a pink bear and a pink outfit. Brenda gave me a blanket, dress, and outfit. Gibbons, still don't know what Gibbons is, but Gibbons gave me a crib sheet and bed set. Thank you, Gibbons. Lay gave me a blanket and shirt. Erna, booties, mittens, and shirt. Mami Koohi, piggy bank, thank you. And picture frame, orchid flowers. It's orchid, I promise. And 2 quilted blankets. Wendy and Harvette, clothes sets. Auntie Lani Koohi, Probably the bear and the dress outfit, Liberty House, and flower arrangements. So my dad also used to work Liberty House as well, which was before, if you guys didn't know, Macy's. Um, Auntie Candy, rose flowers, Mishan, 3 pairs of socks, 1 outfit, and an infant gown. Thank you, Mishan. Grandma and Grandpa Ortiz, crib and a stroller. Again, I don't know how much strollers. Like, she's swimming in strollers. Auntie Weenie, car seat headrest, outfit, which was made out of crochet, pink crochet. Uncle Gene and family, $30 in a card. Thank you so much. Thank you guys. I think there's more down here too. So Auntie Gail, sleepwear, outfit, 2 bibs, and a rattle. Auntie Linda, Uncle Kael, no, yeah, Uncle Kael, there we go. K-ow. Damn it. My Hawaiian family, I am so sorry. You know what I mean. $20. That's all we care about is the money. Not the name. Mr. and Mrs. Yamamoto, which was Uncle Vance's parents, rattle and a pullover t-shirt, Grandma Malapit, Grandpa Malapit and Cora, $20 check. Auntie Liza, $20. Auntie Rose, Uncle Lay, $15. Auntie May, dress outfit, a pink dress outfit. And then Noel, $10. Thank you guys all for the gifts. If I didn't tell you at a tender age of 1, thank you. Or a tender age of 2 weeks, I appreciate it. That's awesome. Thank you. Especially with the strollers. I must have been rolling in a stroller every day. Every different one, every different day. Like a boss. Again, like a boss. Please turn your attention to this lovely wall. This shrine of Pegasuses and unicorns. So yeah, I definitely, that's a little bit too much. Definitely 80s, 90s vibe. Yeah, enjoy. This is for all of you to enjoy and just look at it in all its glory. Okay, that's enough. That's creepy. Okay. And then like I said, my mom is kind of like, it's like a hybrid journal. It has like a scrapbook and words on a page and everything. So it's pretty cool. This card was from Grandma and Grandpa. Thank you very much. And next, same thing. Congratulations on your baby girl. Especially for Randy. Congratulations. I thought it was an F in the beginning. It can't be an F, right? Why would an F be there? And then my mom, I think, collected all of the baby appointment visit stuff, so that's there on there too. We are on to another day, and this day is August 16th, 1987. It's a Sunday. So you don't need Siri, you don't need Google, you don't need anything to know what day August 16, 1987 was, because it was a Sunday. It says it right there. Today, Randy and I brought Randy for church for the first time. She did great. I was always a pretty good baby. Randy is 20 days old. I'm 20 days old, and she already recognizes voices. When she hears someone else talks, she would open one eye, like this, trying to see, probably because I was blind. I was like, oh my god, I can't see you. And then look around to see who was talking. Also, she can turn her head again from left to right, so I can still turn my head left to right at this point. But when I was also positioned on my stomach, so that is a huge achievement, which I'm not going to show you guys on camera, because I'm pretty sure I could still be on my stomach and then turn my head left to right. It's a talent and a skill. I think she's gonna be a bright, intelligent girl. Well, I'm gonna teach her to be smart and independent. She developed heat rash on her forehead. Man, it was all nice and stuff, and then she just was like, let me just knock you back to reality and just say, heat rash. That's what you're gonna get. You're gonna get heat rash. You might be smart, but you are not impervious to heat rash. That's what you're gonna get. August 19th, 1987. Unfortunately, there's no date, no specific day that my mom wrote. But if you kind of just go back and see where the 16th was, I'm pretty sure it should have been a Wednesday. So you can ask Siri and Google that now just to validate. Today we went to Lihui to pick up Uncle Sam and Auntie Maria. They came back from Micronesia. We saw Lon Malapit at the airport waiting for his girlfriend. Yesterday, Randy made 4 weeks old, weighing over 6 pounds. We went over to visit Uncle David folks, but only the girls were home. That was a very, very full day. That was it. August 23rd, 1987. It was a Sunday, guys. It was a Sunday. And we know it's a Sunday because now it tells us it's a Sunday. Today, Mommy dressed me in my pink outfit to go to church. Auntie Hilani and cousin Kainani. Auntie Hilani is my mom's sister, my mom's older sister. So they came from Honolulu for the weekend. Auntie Hilani brought 2 outfits, one yellow, one blue. Together, they made green. And a car seat for when I'm about 2 to 4 years old. Yesterday, Mommy, Daddy, Grandma, Grandpa, and of course myself went to Hanalei, Haena, and even Kilauea Lighthouse, but it was closed. Then kind of went on the back roads to in Wailua to kind of just go riding. That sounds fun, actually. Later that evening, Mom and Dad, of course myself, went to Dad's Summer Olympic swim meet. Dad entered the 500-meter butterfly, came in first. The 100-meter freestyle came in first. Wow, that's awesome. Also, the 200-meter men's relay came in first for their age group. And 200-meter, 8 people, 4 men, 4 female relay freestyle came in first. Those of you who know me knows that I love the ocean. I love to take pictures. I like to bodyboard. Can't surf worth a damn, but I do love the ocean. But I never really got swimming. But my little sister Kiani, she swims. She's very good. I've seen her swim, and I just also wanted to shout out Kiani. There's Kiani. Bang! Look at that hair flip. So that's Kiani. She's a good swimmer, way better than I'll be. Hopefully she'll save me if I ever get too old and then start drowning. So, yay! Hey, hi Kiani. Let's get back on to our entry over here. So Daddy didn't have enough people from his ward, so he went. Where did he go? He would have to flip over. Where did he go? And combine with the Kapa'a ward. Then Mommy and Daddy ate at Lihui Brick Oven while I was asleep. And it says Keoinks. Interesting enough, and I'm pretty sure a lot of people did it too. Brick Oven, I don't know if they still have it, but they always would give kids like a little ball of dough. And my mom used to hate when that happens because like I would like immediately eat the dough. So even if she told me don't eat the dough, like I would have it underneath the table and then just pick at it, and then when she looked away, go like, and then yeah. By the time we went home, there was nothing. So if you guys did that, shout outs to my Kauai peeps. That's what we used to do. Eat raw dough. It totally turned out fine. August 24th, 1987. It's a Monday. One day later, it's a Monday. Today, Mommy, me, Uncle Sam, Auntie Maria went to Lihui for my checkup. and for Uncle Sam's permit and job application. In my checkup, my weight was 7 pounds. Okay, that's good. 5 ounces. Oh, 7 pounds and 5 ounces. My head is 13 inches. Okay, remember? I'm going to tell everybody that now. And I'm 20 and a half inches long. In 2 weeks, I gained 2 pounds. Why? Because I eat 3 ounces of milk and water every 2 to 3 ounces. 3 to 2 hours. There we go. Then we visit dad at work. Grandma, she was busy because of the nurses strike on the 28th. So that is my mom's mom. She worked at the hospital. We used to go visit her all the time. Then we went to Wild High. Mommy guys ate lunch, and Auntie Malia treated them. Uncle Sam went to apply for a job, but it will take a while, due to the fact that Stouffer Company is buying Wild High and Poipu Beach Hotel. Today, Mommy is somehow trying something new. She added poi to my milk. I ate about 3 to 4 ounces around 4:30, and then 6:30 or so after my bath, I drank 1.5 ounces of milk. So I struggled a little bit there because I don't like poi. Never did like it. Ola would always tease me because if I do eat poi, I put sugar inside. Like, I'm like the whitest white ever. I don't like poi. I really don't. So it's funny that she put poi in there, and obviously I liked it. So I don't know what happened with my love for poi, but it is completely gone. It's completely gone. Tonight, Mom, Dad, me, Uncle Sam, and Auntie Maria went to volleyball practice at Hill Neighborhood Center. Uncle Charles wrote to us and said, and Uncle Charles is my dad's brother, wrote to us and he got the news about the baby and is terribly excited, but regrets the fact that he won't be home till I'm about 1.5. So I hope Mommy keeps sending Uncle Charles pictures of me. So Uncle Charles was on his mission at the time, so that's what that whole thing was. August 28, 1987, a Friday. It was a Friday. Wow, she's writing a lot. Today I make 1 month old. I can hold my head while lying on my stomach, hold a firm grip. I'm probably weighing about 8 pounds. Last night, Dad, Mom, me, Uncle Sam, Auntie Maria, and Francis went to Lehui Stake Center for co-ed volleyball game. Daddy and Uncle won 2 games, lost 4. But next Thursday, there's a continuation, but Dad has to work 9 to 9. That's like my shift. 9 to 9? Jeez. It's a long shift. Not really. So that is the end of August. So we're going to stop here because on my screen it's about 50 minutes of me talking. I'm going to chop it down. But yeah, we're going to stop here. And then now we're going to go into my pictures and we're going to kind of see if this works. So this first picture is not from this week. This is on Kona, probably one of my favorite pictures. So there you go. If you want a picture, let me know. I'll eventually get to it. So first picture. Oh, first thing, that's me. Okay, you guys can hear me singing on this one. So this is at like 3 o'clock in the morning and me singing Adele.
Hello everybody, I hope you're having a great morning. It is really early in the morning.
It was super early, guys.
And I can't go to sleep. We're gonna sing some Adele. A little bit, just a tiny bit. Everybody loves the things you do.
Boo, get off the stage.
To the way you move.
Stop trying to be fancy.
Everybody here's watching you. 'Cause you
Like I said, this is like 3 in the morning and the bass is pretty loud, and I'm just hoping my neighbors don't get pissed. Can I have a moment
before I go? That's pitchy. I'm by myself. That's even more pitchy. Holy shit.
That was it. That's all you got. So yeah, I was just recording it, and yeah, that's what's on my iPhone. You're welcome. Terrible. Well, this next picture, this is a good picture. This is a picture of, I think it's a chiffon cake. So the bottom is a chocolate. So this bottom right here, chocolate. And then this layer right over here, lilikoi. So really good. It's from Tiny Pyramid Bistro and Cafe. Um, and just by the name and by how the quality, probably bougie. Bougie's my middle name. It's perfect. So this is an Instagram worthy picture that I never did post on Instagram. This one right here is a top down, so you got your nice strawberries, your kiwi, and your blackberries, and chocolate too. So yeah, it was super yummy. I was eating that on lunch. Thank you, boss, for buying that for me. Very, very yummy. And then again, side shot too as well. Oh man, it's either shots of food or shots at work. So I'm not gonna go through all of my work shots. Okay, one more. We got one more, guys. If you didn't know and didn't appreciate that one, here's one more. I think, is it the same photo? No, it's not the same photo. You know how I know? Okay, see, so right here, look at this. Okay, that right there, and then look at this one. That's a little bit more down. Not the same shot. Okay. This one even further in to bask in the glory of the fruits. Yes. Okay, this is a video I sent to a friend that I finally got my ice cream maker, and there you go. Kuro. Kuro. Ice cream. That's Kuro. Love of my life. Jerk. And an ice cream maker. So I got this from Target, Target, and they deliver to your house. So if you live on Oahu or wherever there's a Target, this it's actually pretty good. So I can't get this anywhere on island. Not that I ended up trying to check, but it's still good in this pandemic. If you can't leave home, it came in about, I think, like 4 days. So pretty stoked. And with that, I made this. This is a custard base ice cream. So eggs, milk, heavy cream, and then the nice speckles. Speckles is Madagascar vanilla. So spit some vanilla beans. I couldn't find any vanilla beans here on Oahu, so I ended up getting it from Amazon. It took a while. So yeah, custard base, because it's 12 eggs and egg yolks, and 2 cups heavy cream, 2 cups milk, and you get the milk and the heavy cream to a simmer. Then you go ahead and you split your vanilla bean, scrape down the beans in there, put it inside the milk as it's simmering. You could throw the vanilla bean inside there too to get as much umami as you guys possibly could. And then in another bowl you have your 12 egg yolks. Mix it with some of the sugar. Oh, I forgot to say, 1 cup sugar. So about 3/4 of a cup inside, simmering with the milk. About a 1/4 cup with the egg yolks, and then you gotta temper. So you got, again, there's YouTubes for it, so just YouTube it. But yeah, that's my ice cream base on that. Perfect. Then come on. That's how it turned out. Very, very lovely. with my ice cream maker, and that it came out really, really good. I'm trying to get it even more like like the ice crystals. Trying to get it as good as I possibly can. So I made about a pint, maybe a pint and a half of ice cream. So I might do that one again, plus maybe do like a vanilla chai version. That's kind of what I'm planning on doing for the next round. So there's that. Yeah. And then this is more of an inside stuff. Got that little cup too from Amazon. It's a plastic one. So there you go. It's actually pretty good. And then this is my very last picture, I think. Cast. So Cast is kind of like Zoom. And then now, before you couldn't, do your video on your iOS device, but they can. So if you wanna, this is a plug, but if you want to be my friend on Cast, we watch all kinds of stuff. It's just kind of how my sisters and my cousin and I watch videos together. You can totally join Nasha Sama 808 or Randi-Ranasha, whichever one. Nasha Sama's the one casting everything, and everybody else is on the other side. But yeah, that's it. I don't think I have anything else. I mean, my life's pretty boring. I go to work, go back. Now I make videos. And yeah, like, if you want to know anything else, by all means, come and ask me. So I do hope you guys enjoy this. I think it's like 2 videos in one, but I think it's pretty cool. There's a give and take. Share my mom's whole life story in her journal, personal thoughts, and then we go through my camera roll and I go ahead and explain what some of these pictures are. So yeah, there you go. Thank you so much. Hopefully this video isn't too long. Hopefully you stayed all the way, and if you did stay all the way, thank you. I love you, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Aloha. I approve this message. I forgot something. My outro music. Thank you for watching, for listening to me. It wasn't that bad. Maybe a little bit secretly. So round and round with Ranasha and her ramblings. Aloha guys, thank you.